Okay, we'll call the meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation following. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear God, please bless our elected officials, grant them the wisdom to know and the courage to do what is right for all citizens. Amen.
Amen. Roll call, please.
Allen?
Here.
LaFour?
Here.
Mistrovich?
Here.
Reindel?
Here.
Ricks?
Here.
Schultz?
Here.
Warren?
Here. Good to see everybody here. Now, approval of the minutes for the City Council meeting of July 15th. Motion to be in order.
I'll make the motion. Support.
What's been made and supported. Any discussion on those minutes? Being not, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. We also, that same day, we had the quarterly roundtable meeting. Is there a motion to pass those minutes?
Motion. Support.
It's been made and supported. Any discussion on those minutes? Being not, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. We move on to audience comments. We have no comments at this time because we have nobody here. There was going to be somebody possibly come. If they do come, we'll give them a chance to speak, if that's okay with council. Sure. We'll break in and go back to audience participation. Okay, moving on to adoption of agenda. Mr. City Manager, we have a change.
Yes, I would ask that council add item 4, the 4th social district application.
Thank you. Council, any changes? Is there a motion to accept the amended agenda?
I'll make the motion.
Support.
Was made and supported. Any discussion? Being not, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Is there a motion for the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Support.
What's been made and supported. There is no discussion on the consent agenda according to our rules. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. We have 4 items for consideration. The first one is consideration of purchase of fiscal year 2024-25 road salt, seasonal backup. Mr. City Manager.
The City of Richmond currently participates in the My Deal road salt program through the state of Michigan. The contract through My Deal for seasonal backup was awarded to Detroit Salt for the current season. The city has requested 500 tons of road salt. This year, the price increased from $55.53 up to $56.57.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to authorize expenditures up to $33,942 from Detroit Salt for the purchase of road salt for the fiscal year 24-25 winter season with expenses charged to the appropriate line item, salt purchases, DPW, general fund.
Support.
What's been made and supported. Discussion. Jim, did you have anything to add to this?
Just to add, the actual purchase amount depends on the year. We are required to buy a minimum. We do have a few hundred tons in our salt bin from last winter because it was a light year last year.
Very good. Okay. Council, any discussion? All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Hopefully, we won't have to use much of that this year. Item number 2 is consideration of adopting Resolution 2024-17 M19 Maintenance Contract. Mr. City Manager?
The City of Richmond holds a contract with the Michigan Department of Transportation to perform maintenance activities along M19 within the city. Activities include winter maintenance, street sweeping, sign replacement, and other routine and special work is authorized by MDOT. This is a 5-year contract, and it is up this year.
Thank you. Jim, anything to add to that?
Nothing, thank you.
Okay, motion?
I make the motion to designate John Moore, city manager, and Heather McAllister, city clerk, as individuals authorized to sign the 2024 through 2029 MDOT state trunk line maintenance contract between MDOT and the city of Richmond.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. Is there any discussion on this? Being not, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Item number 3, establishment of ad hoc code enforcement committee. Mr. City Manager?
Council is scheduled to consider establishing an ad hoc code enforcement committee during a recent quarterly roundtable meeting and at the city manager evaluation committee's meeting. Code enforcement and a more timely response to certain offenses was brought up. The members of the committee had suggested the potential of forming a committee to sit down with administration, review kind of the types of offenses most commonly enforced, the wording that we use, the timelines that we provide residents for like the violation letters, and then when do we transition to ticketing. And so my recommendation is to ask two council members to meet with myself, the building clerk, and the chief of police to review all of those things.
Thank you, sir. Would council like to drop the rules and get the two members before we have a motion?
Yes.
Sure. Okay. I did talk to Jim. Jim gets around town a lot and has seen a lot of different things and is very familiar with the city. And he bent his arm a little bit and he said he would definitely be on this committee. Is there anybody else that would like to? Because I really don't want to.
I'll do it.
Okay, I don't want to because you
Yep.
know how I feel
Yep,
about
yep,
code
yep,
enforcement. I would be too far. I won't use the word Hitler, but I don't appreciate the blight that we have and how long it takes us to get it taken care of. So, Michael, that'd be great if you could do it. Okay, are we ready for a motion? Council, are we ready? Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the formation of an ad hoc code enforcement committee comprised of 2 members of city council and the city manager, building clerk, and chief of police for a period of up to 6 months, and appoint Michael Mostrovich and Jim Schultz to serve on the committee.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. Any further discussion on this item?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I think it's just good that we have somebody from the south end and the north end, because I know recently there's been some
That's good too.
areas where I live that seem to be
Yeah.
coming up for some
Yeah. I think a lot of it.
recreation vehicles and boats and stuff, so.
Yeah, a lot of it is, I honestly think a lot of people, we have a lot of new people that have moved into our community, they don't realize some of our ordinances,
Yeah.
and they are time-tested, and they're all for good reason. And then the city administration has to go after them, so to speak. And we try to just make sure that people know that these are our rules. You don't want to force people out in the street when they walk down the sidewalk. You don't want to, various things, snow removal and everything else. I just think that we need to be a little more forceful, and that's what was brought up in our discussion at the evaluation committee with the city manager, that we felt this would be a good thing to help move along. Any other comments? All in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. Thank both of you for doing that. On our amended agenda, the item number 4 is social district permit. Mr. City Manager?
Council is scheduled to consider approving a 4th social district permit application. Zeph from Ken's Country Kitchen, who recently purchased an escrowed liquor license to transfer to the restaurant. I talked to him about this and talked to him about the social district, and during his discussions with the Liquor Control Commission representative, they mentioned that he could submit both his application for his permanent license, he's currently operating on a temporary one, that he could also submit the social district application documents at the same time.
Very good. Is there a motion?
I make a motion to approve resolution 2024-18, a resolution for local government unit approval for a social district permit for Zeph and Zeph Inc., doing business as Ken's Country Kitchen.
Support.
Motion's been made and supported. Any discussion on this? Being not, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion does pass. We move on to miscellaneous matters from the city manager.
Just like to thank the city clerk and all of our election workers that worked the early voting the last 9 days.
Very good. Moving on to council comments. Birthday boy? Happy birthday.
Hey, thank you. Thank you very
I
much.
just saw it before I came to the meeting. Your
Yeah.
wife, I think,
Yeah.
posted it. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
happy
thank you.
birthday. What
Yeah.
what else would you do other than come to a
Right,
council
exactly.
meeting on your birthday
Yeah.
evening?
Yeah, couldn't be better.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right, it's good. I would just echo what John said. I had the opportunity to do early voting. I came up here for golf cart issues and saw Heather and said, hey, I'll go in there and partake. So
Yeah.
it's good to see that everything went well. Hopefully we'll get more participation for early voting, but it's a good thing to have, so did a great job.
Yeah, excellent. Dennis?
Nothing.
Did you drop a check off at my house?
Yes.
For the Good Old Days Festival?
Yep.
Very nice. I figured that's where it came from. Jim?
Yeah, I'd like to, I'm glad to see the turnout that we had for the Town Clock birthday party.
Mhm.
It was nice to see that there was a good group up there. And since how we got you here, M19, do you have any idea when they're going to finish their job? Or are they just going from Memphis to Emmett and screwing up a road that wasn't?
We've had a lot of the comments similar to that. The MDOT is scheduled actually to pave from the tracks north to Division Road, 32 mile, this year. But as far as north of that, I'm not aware that the project was not intended to be in advance of a mill and overlay. It was just a patching project, and we had no control over we did comment and request, express our concerns on bumps, but
Yeah.
that was conveyed to the contractor. That didn't help that much, but.
Right, I'm just curious, because as far as I'm concerned, they messed up a road that wasn't all that bad and just kind of walked away from it. Didn't finish it. I was always taught if you start a job, you finish it, but evidently MDOT doesn't work that way.
No. But where are they running from?
From the tracks, so if you recall in the fall, they went from Gratiot to the railroad tracks last fall, and then
Yeah.
this year they are intending to continue that north to Division Road. So that will be milled and overlaid similar to what they did last year.
Thank you. Okay, anything else, Jim?
Nope.
Okay, Emily?
Nothing, thank you.
John?
Nothing.
Rob?
All set.
All right, we'll go to the calendar, today being the August 5th. Tomorrow is the primary, state primary, polls do open. Madam Clerk, could you tell us a little bit more about that?
So the polls will be open from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. tomorrow. Residents that live north of Division Road will vote at the community center and in BB Park. South of Division will vote here in council chambers.
Very good, very good. We have a planning commission meeting and a BZA meeting at 7 o'clock right here at City Hall on Thursday, the 8th. Want to let everybody know about on the 14th is our annual kids trucks. Do we have anything here, Rob?
No, I
We
didn't see
don't.
one.
There should,
Just what's in the calendar.
Yeah, the annual kids trucks and tractors event at BB Park. And I have no information what time that starts. Do you have something maybe?
it was down there. I'll have to come down.
Oh, yeah?
It was,
Oh, wait a minute. It was underneath all this. Okay, thank you.
Roll call.
So this is put on by our Richmond Recreation Department. This is Wednesday, August 14th. It will start at 11 a.m. And you might want to get there right around that time. Police cars, fire trucks, ambulances, DPW, front loaders, combines, and more. Some of it will be weather dependent, but there will be something going on there regardless. That is in BB Park. If you have any questions, 727-3064. 2 weeks from tonight will be the next regular scheduled council meeting. Also, we have another one here at the Odd on Main Street, Friday, August 16th, from 10:30 till 4:30 will be the community American Red Cross blood drive. If you have any questions on that, you can call the Red Cross at 1-800-RED-CROSS. Okay, and there's one more that they had over there. Saturday, August 17th at dusk. Bring your blankets, chairs, and snacks and come watch a fun children's movie at BB Street Park. Jurassic World is going to be shown. And again, any questions on that, you call our Parks and Rec at 727-3064. Is there anything else that we need to add to the calendar at this time?
A little bit,
I
yeah.
don't know how that all got trapped underneath there, didn't see it. Okay, being not, we move on. We still, there is no audience here. We'll move on to closed session here. Is there a motion to go into closed session?
Make the motion to convene into closed sessions in accordance with Section 8D of the Michigan Open Meetings Act, Public Act 267 of 1976 as amended, to consider the purchase or lease of real properties as requested by administration.
Support.
Motion been made and supported. Is there any discussion on this? Being not, roll call, please.
Lafor?
Yes.
Mistravich?
Yes.
Rindell?
Yep.
Ricks?
Yes.
Schultz?
Yes.
Warren?
Yep.
Allen?
Yes.
We'll go into closed session.